Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing an everyday makeup routine, and I have a lot of new products that I've been trying out that I want to bring to my channel. So let's start out. So I have already moisturized my skin. I've also used a little bit of the Touch and Soul No More Problem face primer, and I used some lip balm just to moisturize my lips. And the first thing I'm going to start out with is I'm going to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I have been loving this, as you can see. Let's see. I'm trying to get it there. Yeah, you can see there's a divot in it. I really like this. Just so you know, I have a mirror right here. And I like this just to put in my problem areas where I have larger pores. And I just think that this is great. I like the Touch and Soul primer just to blur my skin a little bit, but this is the big gun, I call it, and I use it mostly in my T-zone where I have some larger pores and problems. So there is that. It feels really nice on the skin. Let me just rub that in a little bit more. It feels really nice on the skin, and it kind of blurs out any of my problem areas. So to begin with, I am going to be using the new L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in the shade 420 True Beige. And I'm going to be taking that on my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flat Top Buffing Brush number 6. And what I like to do is I like to take it and I put it on the back of my hand like so. And then I just go in and I dot it around my face. I honestly need just one pump to do my entire face, which is amazing that you can literally do your entire face with one pump. And then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to blend. I like using this type of brush because it's fluffy. I feel like I get more of an airbrush finish with this brush. I just think overall it gives you a nice natural finish. Around my cheek area is really where I have a lot of redness, and so in that area I like to stipple just to get some more coverage. But overall, I think this is a beautiful foundation. I think that you get really good coverage. It's not a full coverage product, but I definitely make sure I target down my neck and over my ears. I just really like it, just to be sure. It is a little bit light on me. The shade is a little off for me, but by the time that I get done and I bronze my face, I think that I make the shade work. I really need to pick up either 1 or 2 shades darker, but it's really hard in a drugstore to pick out a foundation. I picked mine up at CVS, and it's just really hard to pick out a shade. In the bottle, I mean, it looks like it would be a good match, but it's actually a little bit light. Just get around my eyebrows, and there is that. And I have been loving the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Concealer. It has the nice big doe foot. It reminds me a lot of Tarte Shape Tape, but I have to tell you that I have a lot less creasing with this concealer than I actually do the Shape Tape. Shape Tape creases on me, and I love the coverage, but every single time it creases. And I just go in and I stipple under my eye, same brush, just stipple. I do go ahead and let it get on my eyelid, and I kind of use that as an eyeshadow primer. And again, we're going to do that on the same eye. The reason that I stipple under there is because I want the most coverage that I can get while also blending. Just going in with that extra little bit of concealer on my brush. Making sure we get the nose. Blend it in the hairline. Just double checking. So next I'm going to go in with my Coty Airspun, and I'm just going to set a little bit under my eyes. I just used the velour puff that's already in here. And make sure that I do have a crease already. So I'm going to go back in with that same brush and just kind of make that crease go away. Just double check it, because when you set it, it's there. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the velour puff that it already has and just kind of lightly press underneath my eyes. Now, I do have dry skin, so I don't completely set my face. I'm going to set a little bit on my nose because my allergies have been bothering me. And so I will, at some point, have to rub my nose. So the only place I'm setting is under my eyes and around my nose, just to lock that in. So while that is baking and going on, I am going to switch over to eyeshadow. So the palette that I have been loving is the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions. I really like this. The only downside to it, I love the size for travel. The only downside to this palette, there's only one shimmer shade. So I feel like no matter what makeup look you are trying to achieve and you use all the different mattes, because every other color in this palette is a matte. But with that one shimmer, I just feel like it is, you just get the same look. So what I have been liking is, I got this sample from Ipsy. This is the Elizabeth Mott Pop Goes the Shadow. And this is in the shade Goldie. And it kind of is a similar, it looks on camera to be kind of a similar shade to this, but this has a lot more bronzy tone than this one, so it does give me a little bit of a different look, which I really like. And then, so that I get even more of a different look, what I've been using as a transition shade, I also got from Ipsy. This is from Meech and Mia, and this is a single eyeshadow in the shade Taupe. And I just really like this to start out my eye looks. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this brush right here, which is a Farrah 35E brush. I received this from my Ipsy. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to use this as my transition shade. And I'm going to go buff back and forth. I just think that this gives a nice base for eyeshadow. And I've been really liking the like taupe tone of it, especially, you know, just change up my eyeshadow a little bit, because this has more of like a grayish tone as compared to in the palette having a brown tone. So I just think it gives me a little bit of an eye. I am a neutral girl who loves her neutrals, but I'm going to go in, and again we're just going to dust that right into the crease and a little above the crease as a transition shade. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my little Huda palette, and I am going to take this on, looking for the correct brush. I'm going to take this on just, this is a Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush. It doesn't even have a number on it. I picked it up at the Dollar Tree. But I am going to dip into the shade right here and put that into my crease just to get that a different color. This is a red tone shade, as you can see. And don't worry about the harsh line. I will go back in. I'm dipping back into the same color. I will go back in and blend, and it will all be blended together. But I'm just using that to apply that. And now I'm going to go in. This is the Elizabeth Mott blending brush. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to blend that in and blend it up a little bit just so that we have a nice gradient. I could blend forever, let me tell you. I could. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to take, this is an IBY brush, and I am going to dip into this brown shade right here, which is the deepest shade in this palette. I'm going to put that on the outer edge, and I'm just going to pack that onto the outer edge there just to give that some definition, dipping right back into the same color. Just going to pack that on to my lid. I'm sorry if you hear that. My neighbor seems to be cutting wood. Don't know. And I'm going to go back in and I'm going to blend that. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit dark. I have the room light on. I have on my filming light. But this is 8 o'clock in the morning and the sun is not out yet here in Ohio. Okay. So there is that. I think that is beautiful. I'm going to go back in on the same IBY brush. I'm actually going to flip sides and I'm going to go into this like burgundy shade right here, and I'm just going to just lightly put that on the outer corner just so that we can see a little bit of a color difference, but I'm not going to put that all over. I just want that as a little bit of a color difference just right there, kind of deepen it up like so. And the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Elizabeth Mott little single eyeshadow, the Pop Goes the Shadow in Goldie. And I'm going to take that on my finger. As you can see, I have used it and I've already hit pan. But I'm going to go in with my finger. It's a beautiful shade. Beautiful. And I'm just going to go in and I'm going to press that on my eye. Like so. Do the same on the other side. Like I said, I love that Huda palette. But I feel like you get the same look. And even whenever I do this, I feel like I get the same look every time. I'm going to wipe my finger off. I have a makeup wipe here. I feel like I get the same look. Even now, I feel like I get the same look. And I don't know how I feel about that. I like it to travel, but I feel like I need to take other eyeshadows with me just to be able to finish my entire look. So now I'm going to dust away my bake, and this is a Real Techniques number 301 brush. And I'm just going to brush away that bake, brush away the powder. And there we go. So next, I'm going to bronze up my face. And I'm going to take a Luxie 1010, the small contour brush. And I'm going to take that with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This has been loved and abused. The lid came off, but I still love it. And so I'm going to continue to use it as long as somehow the lid can stay. It still snaps on, but whenever you get ready to apply it, it pops off. And I'm going to put that on my forehead. Like I said, the shade of my foundation is light on me. But by the time that I get my contour on, and which I don't really contour, I just bronze up my face, going to bronze up down here. I'm going to pinch the brush and I'm going to do my nose. and under my lip. By the time that I get done with blush, bronzer, everything, I feel like the shade is okay. Next I'm going to do my blush, and this is Benefit California. I love this blush. It's just a beautiful pinky tone blush. It's not really showing up on camera, but it's beautiful pinky tone blush. And I'm just going to take that on an e.l.f. blush brush. Why is there hair? I got it. And what I do is I smile and I put it on the apples of my cheeks, and then I go and I flick inward for the rest of it. And I do the same thing. The apples of my cheeks, and then I go in and blend. Next, I am going to do my highlight, and I have been loving the Maybelline Master Chrome. This is in the shade 100 Molten Gold. I think it's beautiful, especially whenever I have like the gold eyeshadow. And I'm taking this on an IT Cosmetics number 223 brush. And I'm just going to take that, and again, I smile and dust that. Oh, look at that shine. Put a little bit upward, and then I put it on my nose, then in between my eyebrows just to give some color, and then right on my lip. And there is that. Now, I'm actually going to go back in and I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush that I blended off my bake with, and I just go in and just make sure that everything is blended. Make sure, kind of tones down my highlight a little bit, which is good because I don't need to be crazy blinding for just the day for no reason. Alright, so next I am going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I'm using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Blonde, and I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Now, I've been just trying out this eyebrow pencil because I had been hooked on my NYX eyebrow pencil, and I actually lost it, I'm not gonna lie. And I didn't want to pay the price to have to replace it, so I was looking for an inexpensive eyebrow product that also had a spoolie, because I really enjoy having a spoolie. And my local Walmart, I know it looks crazy right now, but I'll fix it. My local Walmart, they carry NYX, but they don't, for some reason, they never have the eyebrow pencil that I like in stock, ever. Yeah, just, I'm telling you, they never have my eyebrow pencil in stock that I like, and so I had to find something else. So I wanted to try this e.l.f. one, and so far I really like it. It's definitely a drier formula than the NYX one, but I also wanted one that I didn't have to sharpen, because that was a downside to my NYX pencil that I like so much. Love the creaminess, love the product, but like I had to sharpen it all the time. It was just a problem, but I like this. It's a lot drier, but that is alright with me. Next, I'm going to go, this is actually a ColourPop highlight. This is a Super Shock highlight in the shade Wisp, but what I like to use it for is I like to use it for my brow. And I'm going to take an SL Miss Glam T35 Precision Blending Brush. I'm going to dip right into that. This is a cream product, and I just go in and I put that right on the eyebrow, right there. Just to lift it up. I think it turns out beautiful every time. And then I go in and I put that in my inner corner. And I just think it's beautiful. Now something else I'm going to do. So again, that was my little ColourPop highlight. Is I'm going to go back into my Huda palette. And there is a matte cream shade right here. And I'm going to put that on the rest of my eyebrow area. I like to lighten my eyebrow area, but I just really want that shine like right in the corner. And I also like to dust this shade down so that it helps open my eyes up. So there is that. So my eyes are pretty much complete. On a day-to-day basis, I don't normally drag underneath, so I'm just going to go with this, and now I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara that I actually received in my BoxyCharm this past month, and I'm going to coat my lashes. I like the volume and the length it gives me. I have short lashes, so I like that. And finally, for my lips, I'm going to go in with the NYX Suede Lip Pencil in the shade Sandstorm. And I'm just going to line my lips. Just like so. And then finally, for my lipstick, I have been loving this. I'm not normally a standard bullet lipstick kind of gal, but this is the L'Oreal Gold Addiction in the shade Rose Gold, and it's so beautiful. And when you put it on your lips, it looks like you have a lip gloss on with your lipstick, and it's beautiful. And there we go. And this is my finished look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe. I'm adding new videos, and I'm hoping to add more this week. So like this video and subscribe if you want to see more content, and I just appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.